Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We are 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Become a servant of love. Love is what makes you happy. And if you become a servant of love and your partner becomes a servant of love, the day will come when you can be with your partner with no guilt, no blame, no anger, and no sadness. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 4, Nasdaq off 3, S&P's down 1.5, gold contract down $3.30, trading at $1,246 an ounce. Silver up 2 cents, $17.16 and 60 cents an ounce. Platinum flat at $9.62 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half at $2.63 a pound. Light sweet crude off 36 cents, trading $47.68 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 4 ticks, 124.13. 30-year bond down 6 ticks, 150.19. King dollar up 77 ticks, trading at 99.545. The euro is trading at 107 to the U.S. dollar, and the yen is trading at 110.98 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Can you say ABC down? Well, guess what? We have a potential ABC down on all the indices out here today, folks. So, SPY trades up to a price point of $235.34. Can't hold the high of yesterday, which is $234.61. We close at $233.94. You get an A point out here of $239. Ballparking B point of $233, $6. Your C point, I suspect, is out here today, which gives you an ABC price projection down to $229. Now, $229 is right where we broke out from. We broke topside on February 8th. So it's going to be intriguing watching this shake out. And the way this market is trading, I expect we're going to go after those B points tomorrow of this potential ABC structure on the way down. We take a look at the Dow Industrials, same type of setup inside the Dow. What we have with the Dow Industrials today got to a high of 20,757. You closed 120 points underneath that. We closed at 20,656. Your A point on this, it's only a small one, is 970. Your B is 570, so you get $400, which would get you down to 20,357. And right now we're 20,656. So that's getting you closer to the breakout. The breakout inside the Dow Industrials was 19,994, the last break topside. The Nasdaq Composite, same type of setup. They're all out here. The Composite got to a high today, 58.42. You closed out at 58.17. Your A point on this is 5928, so 928. Your B's 781. So we got $140, which gets you down. The C point is 58.42, so you're talking about 5,700 on the ABC structure on the way down, and that'll get you closer to where we start going topside. NDX 100, 3 Qs, also same setup. 3 Qs got to a high, $130.88. You closed out at 130.36. And this one here is you get 132, it's nothing heavy, $3, which will get you down to 127.88. Gold contract. So we're coming into a Friday inside the gold contract, folks. Metal market is always dangerous on Fridays. The way this market is trading, however, is that we are down $3.20 today in gold. You're at $12.46, and we are laying right under the last swing high up here, which is the 27th of February, as 1264. I do expect we're going to go after that, and it looks to me like we're going to go after it tomorrow. The reason I'm saying tomorrow, I'm going to switch gears on you and normally do the dollar loss, but I'm going to go right over to the U.S. dollar. So the dollar index is just laying right at and inside its swing low from February 2nd. The high of that bar is 99.748. The low is 99.145. And I expect you're going to go after it. The reason that I think we're going to break it is that if you do go look at the yen, what we had happened yesterday is that the yen broke down, and these are all the correlations, direct correlations. The yen broke down at 111.60 yen to one US dollar, and stayed, in fact, got a lower low today. We went to 110.63. Low yesterday was 110.73. And because we ran up so quickly in the yen, there's no support here. So stronger yen, meaning we go from 110 yen to 103 yen to the US dollar, is going to give you a weaker US dollar. Bonds, we take the bond market, we bring that together with the bond market. Notes and bonds continue to want higher price. It's pretty amazing just watching notes and bonds on a continual basis. They just won't give it up. What we have out here is that you have the 10-year laying out here at 124.13, and looks like it wants to run up to this 125.04. And if we do get through that area, and you come through that area with conviction, that is a monster. It would be a monster move. Because if we blow that away, what you're going to see in both the 10-year and the 30-year is much higher price, much lower yield. The 30-year right now is trading at 150.19. The number that's going after is the 152.04 to 152.12. And that is in the face of the correlation, of course, that the Fed, has already gone up on short-term rates. And guess what? They're saying they're going to go up again. Well, what has happened in the marketplace is that from the Fed announcement, the 10-year bond, the yield on the bond, has gone from 2.626 down to 2.4. So it's gone down versus going up. And that's the short end. That's the notes. Okay, so bottom line is that what is that all about? Well, that's all about that there's more demand than there's supply. That would keep the rates down, because you got to remember something, that the Fed funds rate is the Fed funds rate. That's between the Fed and the banks. That's cheap money, okay? They're going up on that. Normally it does affect the 10-year, but guess what? We're going the other way. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed down 4, NASDAQ off 3, S&P's off 2.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow is down 4, NASDAQ off 3.5, S&P's off 2.5. Let's go over and take a look at Micron Technologies. So Micron Technologies closed out here at a price point of $26.47. It's trading up $2 right now, $28.50. And numbers, let's see what they're looking at. So their estimate was 86 cents. They came in with 90 cents. Earnings estimate. Gross revenue estimate was $4.66 billion. They came in at $4.65 billion. Whoops, 1 second there. Okay, so their gross margin, the estimate, oh, look at this. This is pretty cool. So this is why this is bidding up a bit, too. The estimate of their gross margin, folks, is 38.4%. They now expect 44 to 48%. That is quite a jump. Now, this is for the next quarter coming out. Their adjusted, no, this is this quarter, the adjusted earnings per share. The estimate was 86 cents. The range had been 85 to 89. They came in with 90. The net sales, the range had been 4.6 billion to 4.7. They came in at 4.65 billion. The average selling prices were up 21% in the second quarter. Their gross margin, the estimate was 37%. They came in with 36. So you can see that third quarter coming out. This is pretty intense. Their gross margin is going from 36, and they're estimating that their gross margin is going to be 44 to 48. That's pretty amazing, man. Wow. That is a big number. If we go and we take a look at how that is trading out, so this is going to be, looks to me like it's going to be at highs. Oh, no, it's not at highs, no. Okay, so it's been quite a run. We were 2016, you're at $9, now you're at $28.50. But you are coming, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's put this on a monthly. So on a monthly, what you have, you're coming up to where the downdraft took place, oh, you're going to be right at it, in June of 2015. In June of 2015, in 1 month, this equity lost $10. It went from $28.53 down to $18.55. So that's ice. That's going to be a tough place to get through also. That's quite a supply line. That's quite a hit. My God. Whatever they were doing at that particular point had to be pretty intense. Now, let's go over to the financials. Actually, let's go. First, we can go inside the Dow Industrials and see what the strength versus the weakness was out here today. The strength was Nike, which, of course, got killed the prior day. Nike put 9.9 points into the Dow. DuPont put 9 points. Goldman put 5, and Goldman was another dog. Goldman has come down like $30 in 3 days. So you had to get a counter trend bounce there. Home Depot, which has been strong, that was put $4 into it. Taken away from it was United Health. United Health took away 11 points. That's trading out at 165. Travelers Insurance down 5. Took 5 points away from it at 121. Chevron took 3.5 points away from it. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness. The strength out here was TripAdvisor up 2.7%. American Airlines up 2.6%. JD.com up 2.3%. And WorldCom. Western Digital up to 1.8. Taken away from it was Insight Corporation, that was down 1.6. Google was down 1.4 or $12. I'm going to stay with Google for a second because I want to show you something in Google. So Google, folks, okay, gap's down today. Has the volume behind the move, monster volume. It looks to me like Google's going to take a big hit, number one, and there's a couple of different reasons. Technically, it's set up to get back to the 757 to 727. What you also have, though, in Google had 3 black crows on the way down that were established on the 27th, the 30th, and the 31st. So 3 days in a row, Google went down, come all the way back up, tested it, and that's what 3 black crows love to do. So if we take a look at Google and we put this back on a larger time frame, what you're going to see is that right now we're at 817, and the first place that it has, some pretty good support is 795. And the real question is going to be, how do you come into the 795? And that's still only be down, about $60 for an $850 stock. It's not the end of the world. But if you barrel into that, and we barrel into that with volume, then see you later, man. Because what that opens up is 727, which is pretty intense. Some of the higher volume stocks. Oh, here, actually, I want to go over to Great Panther because we had a couple calls the last few days about Great Panther, and this is a classic setup. What does Great Panther do? Well, first off, what you had is that Great Panther last Friday did 4.9 million shares, and that was the rebalance. But bottom line is that it did that volume. You wanted to see that tested. Well, you had it all with Great Panther out here today. Not only tested it, it also tested the heavy support that it has at $1.58. It came down to the 158 on the weekly. It came down to 155, rejected that price, and on the weekly. So check this out. This is what's going to be so cool watching this shakeout. So far in the weekly, we've done 5.6 million. Yeah, I'm going to accelerate. We'll put this so we'll see how this shakes out. So what's always cool on a Thursday, you can basically put this out, meaning you can project out pretty closely what you're going to do with volume, divided by 4 times 5. So Great Panther is projecting out it's going to probably do like 7 million. Well, as long as it holds the $1.58, that correlation is 7 million going against 44.6 million, and guess what? It's rejection of lower price, had lighter volume in the weekly. This thing will start making a run once again for the 228. And in Great Panther's case, we know that up at the all-time high, you have a high volume spike, which is pretty neat that I expect is going to get tested. 355 is the low of that bar, and I believe the high of it is 505. Let me just look at this for a second. Now, it doesn't mean it runs to it right now, but a high volume spike will get tested. Yeah, 504 is the high. And that was in March of 2011. Pretty amazing when you think of it now. We're in March of 2017. No doubt. XAU, the HUI, let's go take a look at the XAU and the HUI. XAU out here is trading at $84.46. And I expect what you're going to see here is that this also, is going to be light volume today. You are going into a high volume day, which was the 17th. And we got down to a price point of 83.06. Well, 84.33, a close over 84.33. That's a test of that area, lighter volume, big time, because we're definitely going to have lighter volume in a big way too. So that setting up a small, I suspect, ABC structure on the way up that will give it more juice to get up into the 97 area. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials. Where is she? Dow finished down 4. You had the NASDAQ down 3. S&Ps are off 2.5. We're going to be right back.